Hey everyone, welcome back to Rhythm Railroad. I'm making this video to see if I can potentially get some feedback on these two industries that I'm trying to plan out. So the one here is obviously going to be for auto racks. So it's going to be a simple two-track spur that comes off the main line here. And there's enough room to get, 5 cars in here, but oh, 5 cars per track, but I might go four cars, because what I'm thinking of doing is putting the ramps back here. This way I can, I can have a little more room for the ramps, and then for some kind of like a lot here. The idea is that the cars come off or on the onto the auto racks, and then there's like a receiving lot here, but then it's going to go under these two mains. So this is going to be like a bridge, and then you're going to see the road coming out here. So once I get the fascia in place, it's going to basically come down to the road level, come back up again. So the idea is that that would go to the larger parking lot, those huge parking lots that have to store cars that are being moved around. And similarly for the cars that are coming in, they would come in through here, come up into the main, driving area here, and then go up into the racks. So yeah, I think, I mean, I can squeeze in the 5 like that, but I don't think it looks great when it's right by the main line like that. So, I'm thinking, or maybe I'll even put a third track in here somehow. I just don't want to, this is why I'm asking, because I think it would be better if I leave this open, because I want to create a little space for the main line, so that it's, everything's not on top of the main line, and then this would be like access roads to get around the facility. Similarly in the back, I want to leave this open so that I can create a road here, and then a hill from here to the main line that's going up this way. So I think that's what I'm gonna go with that, but I'm hoping I can get some feedback on other potential ideas. I thought of having a split between the cars so that I can put the ramps in between, because I've seen that sometimes where they drive the ramps into the middle of the cars and then they unload here and then they turn them around. But realistically, I don't think I would want to do that during a session. I think I would just want whoever's working this facility to just back in, and then the ramps would be right here, and that's it. There's nothing to worry about. And so, yeah, that's my plan. Obviously, I would shorten the track to right about here, and this will be like a parking lot type thing. I think I'll probably creep back a little bit more, probably around here, and then the ramps, yeah. I think that's gonna have to be it, because the ramps are long. These things are like right up to here, so I have this space. And then I put a retaining wall here, which would then eventually turn into a hill with trees and whatever. And again, I'd have space here for the main line to get away from the facility. So I probably put a fence going straight through here, and then at an angle over there, close it up at the end. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. From what I can tell, auto rack facilities like this don't have a lot of structures here. They might have like a little tool shed or like some kind of like little office or something, but most of the stuff happens on the other side, like where the main parking lot is. That's where, like, you have to check in and whatever you do with the trucks and cars and whatever, or out. So the structures will probably be here, which obviously is off the layout now. So all I'm really showing is where the auto racks come in and make the transition. Everything else is useless. Now I want to go further. I was thinking of doing what this gentleman did. I forget what his name is, but He used the Magna Rail, you know, to create like a track system so you can automate the cars. And you know, it shows the cars going into the, like, out of some kind of building and going into the auto racks, which he kind of like hollowed out and put the track inside. So I might do that either here with a short track, I'll call it like an unloading track or whatever, or I might do it in the back there so that I can hide the return a little bit easier. And the way I'm thinking of doing that is by having, you know, the car back here, whatever car I'm going to use, or cars that I'm going to use. And then, you know, obviously the ramp would be here. Excuse me. And the idea is that they would come down, the cars, they would come around, go under, but then once they get here, they'd go back into the bench work. Somehow I'd make a, you know, a loop all the way around under the bench work. And then when I come around again, then start climbing again through here, which I think you can climb pretty quickly with those things. Make some kind of, you know, scenic wall here, or some kind of like barrier so you wouldn't see them coming up. You know, it would be covered with grass or whatever here. And then sneak them in through the side of the car. This way you don't really see it, which would then go inside the car and spit out the front there, and it would do the loop again. So I'm thinking of doing that, but that might be a little crazy. We'll see. Anyways, that's the first facility. The second one is what I'm going to consider Metalworks, some kind of metal company where, you know, they receive steel coils, and then there's like a gondola or two for the scrap and the, you know, shavings and things like that. So I took this building because I just had it. It's the Metro Power building. And I kind of kept bashing it to make it look like this. So I opened up the main gate a little bit bigger, taller, and then I opened up where the door, the regular door, like that one there. There was another one on this side, so I opened that up, and now I can basically bring 4 cars in of that size. And even though my backdrop is curved, because I left it kind of on the high side there, the cars fit under. Now, I mean, I could always cut that out a little bit more, but they fit under, and I can get another car way in there. Try to show you how deep that is, but there's plenty of room to get those cars in, and they won't be like right up against the door. So I can get 2 on that track, 2 on that track, and then I figured, you know, switch out the gondolas. You know, we fill them up with the scraps, get them out of there, bring in an empty one for the, you know, future jobs. And so I don't know what this is going to look like here, but the main building is my main concern here. I didn't have a lot of room to work here to set up some kind of spur. So, you know, right out of the main line, there's going to be a switch. And I might, these are number 6s. I might get a number 5 here, or even 2 number 5s, because these things don't need a lot of, you know, they can take pretty tight turns. So if I put 2 number 5s here, it'll shrink the space that it's taking. This way I could put a little more, you know, track over here and space it out a little further, because this looks a little awkward with the turnout right on top of the main line like that. Plus there's a little bit of a transition here because this is going to be flat and this is climbing. So I want to kind of get the track over that situation and then start the turnouts. Now, I thought about doing it without that extra spur, but I kind of like that idea that, you know, there will obviously be a lot of waste from the metal company, and they need something to put it in to recycle it. So I figured that's a great way to do that. Plus, I did this gondola all banged up like this. I weathered it, and I put dents in it and scratches and painted numbers and all kinds of stuff. So that would be a cool place for them to be displayed and switched out. And then I'm just trying to mask the gap here. So I'll probably lift that building a little bit. I'll put some kind of like concrete base, lift it, and you know, this way you won't see the connection there. And then obviously from here on, I'll mask that with trees and hill and whatever else transitions into the hill. So this I'm pretty solid on. I'll probably put like a tank or some kind of filter, air filter here, like a big one or a few. And obviously I'll finish off the building with 2 more panels there. But I'm pretty sure that this is where I want this to live. This I could always mess around with. I'm just trying to, you know, again, just mask the backdrop there. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, so let me know your thoughts on both the Metalworks and the Autorack facility. And yeah, I hope we can put it together soon. Thanks.